know if this is filming, but I'm drying something and I made a bad joke. I'm doing part 2. There are macarons. I'm gonna do the other batch of cookies. I do the frosting while they're baking and the second half of the drying process because it's 30 minutes. I'm still preparing, but look, I got a cucumber out of the garden yesterday. But I grew it.
Jump cut.
Cucumber. Let me get all on these cumbers. Oh, I hope this is not still filming. Got that nasty. I feel like you're filming again. I like to cut the tip before I put it in the bag.
Just the tip.
Just the tip before I put it in
The cuppy.
cup. I did that to myself.
But does it help or impede the process? The flamingo.
You know the answer in your heart.
Search your feelings, Luke.
Search your feelings, Anakin.
Wait, is that the right flour?
This is powdered sugar, you dingus.
I was wondering because it's super white.
On account of it being powdered sugar.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the right amount, but I'm not sure, so I'm gonna add a little extra because I didn't measure it to the top.
You know, baking.
Nothing is real. Measurements are man-made, it doesn't matter. It's not that important, it's not that deep, fam. Okay, so this is the almond flour. It should be super fine. This one I'm not adding the cacao powder because I don't need it, because this is gonna be the more plain flavored one, although I am adding almond and vanilla extract because we're low on both and I like almond extract. Are we rolling?
Yes.
Okay.
If I put a thumbs up, it means we're rolling.
So for this one, because it's plain, and I ain't about that, I have these, so I'm gonna just
Oh my god. That's a lot.
put that amount in it.
Always like some coconut.
So that was 2 ounces.
Oh,
I
that was
think
the whole bottle?
If you want to make omelets, eggs. I like that distribution.
That's
It
good.
sparks joy.
It does.
It
It
sparks
does
joy.
spark joy.
That's why I went nuts. Boy, Mom doesn't want us Mom doesn't want people to know we live in this house.
We can't let people know we
can't let
sit.
people know we sit. We're
It
gonna just jump
begins.
cut to when. So I'm gonna stream this in again.
It's the same thing.
It's gonna get real fluffy.
Oh,
it
fluff.
takes like a minute or 2 for it to fluff up, but it's not very exciting to look at and it's loud. So I'm gonna stream this in, and then at some point I'm going to add,
How much?
I don't know
of
if you
it?
can see it. I don't really measure it. I normally add this amount. I know it's a liquid and I used a volume, but you know. And then there's some vanilla left in this, so I'm just gonna put an amount of each. See you on the flip side, Space Cowboy.
I don't think Mary knows what a jump cut is.
He's happy to see you.
Oh
That's a stiff peak. What?
god. What?
Dry? We're starting to get the desired result. I'm gonna pour the other half in.
Show the goop.
So we've gotten goop.
Now that's some multicolored goop right
Now
there.
that's some goop.
Now that's some goop.
That is some goop. Tia.
Look at that goop.
So, because I am just super smart, it occurs to me now that I didn't pre-prepare the parchment paper. That's alliteration.
Oh, you fool.
So I'm gonna just
Jump cut.
never finished. It's never enough. Jump cut. So now the clown vomit color. Weirdly, it seems to be mostly pink.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you spilled the goop. You spilled the goop.
Enter the goop. We're in the goop zone.
It's
Wasn't that a
goop time,
Nickelodeon show?
lads. I think so.
The slime, people got slimed. It's clearly too big for its container. So my answer to that is to just pile it on top and hope I catch it in time.
Oh my god, Mary. That we were barely alive last time. Oh my God, Mary.
Speed run. Speed run. Baking
Speed run
plus.
strats.
Baking plus.
Were you saying last time you gotta leave?
Good night, sweet prince. I know what I said about leaving. If you want to be good, do that. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Gross. So I'm just gonna work it down more so that the top doesn't squidge out like it is about to. It's squidging out. So this is why you don't want to fill it to the brim.
This is why Mary is a fool and has been cursed for her hubris. I know what I'm about, son. There you go.
Womp. Now that it's been gently circumcised.
Oh my God. Again, mother is in another room.
If you keep saying her name, she will start paying attention. So this is my placeholder tray. I just use this to slide, you know, onto the baking sheet when it's time.
Slide to the left.
Slide to the right. It goes a little faster now because it's actually like I'm holding it properly and not dying, so depositing. So I'm just squeezing them in wherever I can now. Cool. So I'm gonna tap these again. We're gonna just jump cut to post tapping, and then I'm gonna put them in the basement. So I did check in the basement, and the good news is that room is actually well air conditioned enough that they are forming a crust, which is great. I've done some cleaning.
She saved the environment by reusing the bag.
I'm feeling a little funky, and I've never done this, at least with any version of success, or at all. I'm gonna just do that. And maybe that'll make a streak in the frosting when I pipe it. All right, so we're making the frosting. Forgot to mention this before, but I was using the whisk paddle attachment on my KitchenAid stand mixer.
It's a mixer.
But now I'm using the paddle attachment. I'm making a half batch of frosting. It's just buttercream, because if I make a double batch, I'll have twice as much as I need. So I'm making a half batch. One half is going to be yellowish with pineapple, and the other half is going to be natural flavored because the peanut butter powder that I found in my pantry has a brown color to it. So buttercream frosting is super easy. And that be doing, I add just the tiniest bit of salt yet again. I have this tiny container of pineapple flavoring, and I want to taste the pineapple. Yeah. It has an amount of powdered sugar that goes with it. I think it's a cup and a half, so I'm gonna just do that. I'm just gonna add a little bit of half and half. I don't know what that'll do.
Thick boy.
But I did it. This one you do want to go at a slow speed, because otherwise the powdered sugar will go. And then when you get bored, you can get a little higher. Jesse is familiar with that. I'm gonna add just like a little bit of yellow, and then I'm gonna put an amount of pineapple. That's an amount. She's great. Spicy baby.
I'm very uncomfortable with the energy we create. Now this is pineapple. Once again, I am asking you to put this in a bag.
Once again, my fellow Americans, I am asking you to put this in a bag. Reused bag, obviously.
With the goopus.
Frosting. Keep it in the fridge to keep it fresh. Keep it fresh. Funky fresh. This is how the streak went.
Stronky.
I hope it's good.
Demoisturized. Never film somebody without asking their
I'm
laws
filming
in this
Mary.
state.
I'm filming Mary.
There are laws in this state.
There are laws in this state. Laws in my state?
It's more likely than you might think. Okay.
And if you want to make the
Jump cut. I'm making the second half of the batter. The oven should be at 300 degrees, and these cookies basically you're not so much baking them as you are drying them out really fast. So they bake at 300 degrees for only 17 minutes. And I'm really lackadaisical with baking, and I don't normally set like a timer to be like super precise. That's a mistake. It should be exactly 17 minutes for some reason. Don't make that mistake. So it's like, it's formed a shell. It's not moving.
A firm boy.
So you just slide these bad boys in once the oven gets
Slide
to
to
300.
the left.
So we have to wait for the oven to preheat because I forgot to do that before. Once it is preheated, then bad boy is going to be in there for 17 minutes. But while we're waiting, frosting. This is the same frosting, but I'm doing it in a slightly different order for arbitrary reasons. Because I want to. Arbitrary. It do be like that.